This video is for those who are ready to dive in deep. You asked for it. I put up a poll. I said, what is the next topic you'd like to hear about on this channel? And the very large majority asked to hear more about, more insight on what it means and what it looks like to stop reacting and start responding. To become aware of unconscious patterns. That is powerful. That is powerful. To make that choice to shift the way you see yourself. To shift the way you see the world around you. It takes a sense of awareness around a new world. A new world that is internal. A new world that is abstract, and a new world that is fluid. You can't grip onto it like the outside world where it's firm, where it's exact, it's concrete. We must step into this new world so that we open ourselves up to change the way we see ourselves, to turn off autopilot and turn on awareness. Turning on awareness and turning off autopilot, it takes a very new, a grander level of self-awareness. It takes enormous amounts of focus and dedication. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to dedicate this to you? This is what I do in my life coaching program. This is a bit of insight, a little tidbit of what is encouraged in the space that is opened up to step into a new light. I want to give 3 steps, 3 very simple steps on what it looks like to become aware of unconscious patterns. Now, these steps are simple, but what they require is accountability from you, dedication from you, consistency from you, for you. It's for you. Everything on this video is for you. All right, step number 1. Pause. I told y'all it's simple. Pause. Pause before you react. Pause before you snap. Pause before you continue to follow this programming that you've always followed from the past, this autopilot, being on autopilot. Pause. When you set the simple intention to pause, before you feel this need to react, it naturally occurs. You are programming your subconscious to invite more awareness into your life. You are programming the subconscious to invite more presence into your life, more space into your life. Through pausing, you become more comfortable with the space of uncertainty. You become more comfortable with not continuously following the path of the known, but stepping into the timeless present moment that does hold a sense of uncertainty, but it is the uncertainty that is required for your evolution, for the evolution of your consciousness. It's crazy how the simplicity of what pausing can do to you, what it does when you're inviting it into your life. I tell you, it's simple, but it's grand. It's simple, but it's powerful. Pause. Like down below if this is something that you do too. Like down below if pausing is something that you've invited in your life. And also like down below if you find that you're interested in inviting pausing into your life. If this sounds like it resonates with you, when you're just like, wow, even hearing this, even hearing and receiving this insight, it makes me pause. And what do you feel? I tell you what I feel, a sense of peace. A peace that I know and recognize that is me. I'm coming back to my primary state of being. This primary dimension that is always remains the same. Being. When you pause, you open up space to experience the joy of being. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, when you pause, you become aware, you observe, you step into a new world. And that brings me on to step number 2. Step number 2. Step number 2. The second step that it takes for you to turn off autopilot and turn on awareness. For you to become more aware of unconscious patterns is to observe. Observe your actions. Observe your patterns. Observe the self. Observe in non-reactivity. It could be throughout your day-to-day life. It could be in meditation, but observe. You are putting yourself at a vantage point. You are creating space to be non-reactive towards these patterns. You're not taking them personal. This is huge. This is huge. If you've read the 4 agreements, like down below, because if you've read the 4 agreements, you know that it says to take nothing personally. And this includes your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Don't take them personally. You are far beyond it. You are greater. You are grander. That is not you. That is why when you allow yourself to be in a space of observation, you recognize who you are. And this gives you the opportunity to respond and not react. You are not tethered to the past. You are not tethered to past programming. You see, many times when we are on autopilot, we are engaging throughout the world through thoughts from the past that we never questioned. Thoughts from the past that we never gave space to look at. We just believed it. The first thought that came to mind, we believed it. The emotion that arose within our body, we didn't give it space. We took it personal. We took that emotion personal because we thought that emotion was us. Our emotion is not you. When you pause, number 1, step 1, and 2, you observe. Step 2, you allow yourself to recognize that those thoughts aren't you. Those emotions aren't you. Those choices, they're not truly new. And what you do is you shift into a new space where you are inviting new thoughts, new emotions, new actions that actually align with how you consciously choose to engage in this world. You have set yourself free from the past. If you want to talk about healing, healing is letting go of the past. Through pausing, through observing the simplicity of this, you are healing. I told you. I told you it was simple. Once again, it takes consistency, accountability, and dedication. Like down below if you're ready for this. Like down below if you've already stepped into this. Like I said before, my clients already know this. They already know this. They're on board. Let's move on to step 3. Whew. Step 3. Whew. I'm so excited. You guys see how hyped I am right now? See how hyped I am right now? All right. Step 3. The third step to observing, to becoming more aware of unconscious patterns, to turning off autopilot and turning on awareness, is naturally stepping in to the new you. And what I mean by this is you're very naturally stepping into these new thoughts. You're very naturally stepping into these new behaviors. You're very naturally stepping in to these new actions. You're not choosing the same thoughts, the same emotions, the same actions. Choice, conscious choice. You are allowing yourself to naturally step into the space that you may have envisioned within your mind. Something powerful that I do to help myself naturally step into a new space or naturally step into this new me is visualize myself consciously choosing and making a different choice. Not just visualizing, but feeling it. Feeling how calm it is, how peaceful it is. Feeling the certainty and the security within my own actions and following my own intuition and recognizing the blueprint within myself. Visualization, you could take 5 minutes of that, of visualizing in your meditation. And then you can observe. When you do that, number one, you observe that. When you have observed that pattern, let's say, for example, you don't allow yourself to express your true emotions because in the past, right? In the past, expressing your true emotions, you've lost friends, you've lost people around you, and you fear it. Now you hold back, you don't assert yourself. And you allow your true emotions to just fly under the radar, and you let things happen as they are. You people please. When you pause, when you observe, you naturally allow yourself to say, I am more and I am worthy, and I choose to invite the people within my life that are truly for me. Because I know that when I set boundaries with myself, when I assert myself, I'm sharing with others how to engage with me. I'm sharing with others, this is what it means to be in my space. And if you agree with that, then that means you truly love and respect me. You truly value me. You must do that for yourself before you can ask that of others. Through pausing, through observing, you naturally step into that new space. You must take action because action is empowering. I mentioned earlier within this video, it's a plane passing around. I'll take this moment to pause. There we go. I mentioned earlier in this video a dimension of the self, the primary dimension, that is being. That is the dimension within the self that is always the same. When you're in that state of observation, it remains the same. No matter where you are, no matter where you go, you will always be that sense of awareness. No matter who you are, no matter what age you are, you will always be there. But then there's that secondary dimension. That's the dimension of doing. This is the dimension that transforms. And this is what I'm referring to when I talk about the new you. This dimension of doing is what I'm talking about. When you're observing, you're in the dimension of being. And as you observe, you're observing this dimension of doing, that dimension that is transforming, that dimension that is changing throughout this entire lifetime. Whatever you might call it, through this lifetime, as a self, as you, as me, as Morcie Anderson. You see how powerful it is, these 3 simple steps. You are allowing yourself to know that you are greater than your life situation. That you can truly just play in the world of form. And when I say play in the world of form, it's recognizing that you are greater, you are grander, and you are beyond. Say that to yourself every day. Affirm that to yourself every day. I am greater, I am grander, and I am beyond this life situation. I am beyond this uncertainty in my life. I am beyond this number in my bank account. Come on, man, like down below. Like down below if you know that. I'm not talking about believe. Believing is mind. Knowing is, there's depth in it. Like down below if you know that. If you found that the words in this video resonate with you, I'm life coaching. If you found that you would like to invite this more into your life, this consistency, this dedication to these simple steps, or simply you just want to have some nice conversations and you want to take some action into your life, seeing yourself in a new light, I'm life coaching. Be sure to fill out that application down below. Also check out my free guided meditation on observing thoughts and emotions fade away. That was step 2 in this video. My name is Morcie. I'm sending you peace. I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you clarity. Until next time.